JMC3. Happy holidays, everybody. Let's get into it. So, it's that time of year. Everybody, right now, it's Friday. What has become to be known Black Friday. Everybody's out there, you know, doing the elbow, the side kick, the punch, the knee thrust, the double-handed choke. And that's just in the dressing rooms. People are losing their minds over things they could have got cheaper probably 6 months ago if they would have just looked around and shopped. But it's all part of the holidays. So, actually, this isn't a video as me putting one, this isn't a review as so much as me putting one out there just to say, how's everybody doing? And I want to give you a little, in the spirit of the season, this is my, hey, this is what I enjoyed throughout the year, knife-wise. This is what brought back good memories whenever I put my hands on it. And this is what really disappointed me throughout the year. Only talking knives, people only talking knives. So, let me just say, first off the bat, this is the John Fitson Utility Necker. Now, this came as a surprise to me. You know, on his website, he refers to this as the baby brother to the Rhino that he puts out there. But when I saw this one actually stood out more to me. Because as you know, people at least that watch my videos understand that I got a fixation for small neck knife type blades. And when I looked at it, all I could think about was, this looks like a little hand spear. Just a little, you know. And came in at 160 bucks. To be 100% honest with you, I might have paid 150 for it. I'm not 100% sure. At the time, it was a little bit cheaper, but that's another story altogether. This, along with the sheath, which was actually a pretty good fit, but it's a little heavy, was actually a nice surprise throughout the year. It came in, you can see, still eating up the sheath, as well as Ryan Carlson, New York knife maker. This was the blade that the second I saw it, the second that I saw him creating this piece of art, I said to myself, I have to have it. Came razor sharp. And this, I want to say this beyond everything was my biggest feel-good moment knife-wise for the year for me. One, because I'm a kid from Brooklyn. Not right now, but I spent 23 years of my life from birth all the way up to the years I joined the military. It was time to leave. And 23 beautiful years, and to know that a New Yorker in one of the most hardest, in one of the worst places to be a knife maker. No disrespect to my New York brethren and family, because I still got family there. To come out with a piece of art like this, it was beyond a feel-good moment. So I'm gonna put that back down. And I'm kind of getting the feel-good stuff out the way, just so you can know where this is headed. This was another feel-good moment, but this was years ago. I think this was probably one of my first videos. But every time I put my hands on this knife, and this was, I believe, I'm actually going to have to look at this. This was the 2010. This was the 2010. Texas Ranger. And this is beef. And lately I've actually been thinking about finding a good engraver and just have him engrave up here, down here, and even along the spine. This is one of those blades that always reminds me of my grandmother, because it looks like a steroid induced version of the classic Buck 110, and that was the knife she introduced to me as a child and actually started my love for knives, all things sharp. In her words, a grown man should always have a pocket knife on him. I love the sound of that. I know I'm phasing out on you guys. That does sound pretty. Let's do that again. A.G. Russell. And the knife that I said would bring world peace. The Tough Light Mini. Still, I think if you guys out there thinking about gifts, you might want to go this route, because for the price in the $30 range and below, I don't think you're gonna be able to do better. Now, I want to throw the disappointment in the middle so I can end it on a high note. My disappointment of the year, without question, without any question whatsoever, was the Boker Sal Monaro collab Bullseye. Titanium, made in China, and I think this was made in China during the revolt. Well, I'm gonna take that back. I think the scales and everything was made during the happy slave labor time. But I think when it came time to put all the pieces together, people lost their minds. First, trying to get your finger in there to close it is a job within itself. And I'm very gingerly opening it, because once this sucker locks up, it's a mission to get it closed. And just for the hell of it, I might end up cutting myself. I want to say this is a pass for the year, guys. Unless you just got money to throw away and to hold on to something, pass on this blade. Or buy it second market from a friend or somebody you know who actually got a good one out the batch. It's beautiful to look at. That's about where it ends. Now, I'm not one of those guys that think Boker and think, oh man, that's complete crap. Because Boker has given me some upbeats during, throughout my life. You got the Boker Plus 3000 right here. It's a two-handed opener. And this, with little to no expectations at all, turned out to be a really, really, really nice purchase. I just turned into a 12-year-old. I always like to see if I can open it one-handed. I'm not going to take the chance. This might actually work in New York. Their rules. But I want to say right now, I want to say if you want to get somebody a gift this year and you're actually thinking about a knife, I want to say Tough Light and three blades actually that are just far and above as far as quality, as far as price, and as far as the ability to just say, I got a knife on me, it serves the purpose, and if I need to just throw it to somebody to help somebody out, like, hey, this guy's caught in a seatbelt and I need to cut him out, or this needs to be cut right away, and throw it to the guy and never worry about it again. Kershaw trimmer, without a question. I got about 6 of these. Take that back, I now have about 2 of these, because this blade is like 19 bucks. Think about that, 19 bucks, and some places cheaper, some places maybe a buck more, but not too far from that, and sharp as hell, beautiful. And you could just buy like 6 or 7 of these, give them to family, and you won't break your bank. And it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's a unsung hero in Kershaw's line. You know, everybody wants to go high in price, but in this economy, that's not always the best way to go. The Kershaw OD, you got the OD1 and the OD2. And this is one of those that I've used a lot of. And this is also a little blade that you can have 3 of these on you. You forget you have them. You're digging in your coat one day, you pull it out. Lightning fast. I wouldn't do any prying with it because it's really thin. But it's a great little blade to always have on you. Forget about it until it's time to use it, or until you need it. Another blade that I believe comes maybe in the below $25 range. It's been years since I bought this. Or this might be only $19. Look it up. OD1. OD2 I think this one is. OD1's a little bigger. And this is also another blade, family, friends. Hey, here's a knife. And when I pull it out, this one actually opens more eyes than, because people know they can carry this without being harassed by people at work, on the street, in the church, as the cops roll by, or whatever. As well as the resilience. An unsung hero also in Spyderco's lineup. It's one of their economy lines. I think when this came out, it was about 20 bucks. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that don't like the big blades. But to you, I say, hey, bah humbug. I'm a big blade lover. And I've put this through some wear and tear. And it's always been a good blade to have on me. And also another one of those blades that I don't worry about. Hey, can I borrow a knife? Hey, here you go. Give it back, don't give it back. There's more. So guys, this was a little rambler. This really didn't go anywhere, and it went on for 13, almost 15 minutes. So guys, JMC3, next time I come back, I'll have a review for you guys. I'll probably even be reviewing one of these. But from me to you and all that you love, JMC3, you guys have a great one. Enjoy it and be good to each other. This is JMC3 out.